Hello again, welcome back to Asgard, and welcome back to Vintage Story. So, since the last episode, I've been doing a bit of testing and thinking about how I want to handle this roof, and what kind of materials I want to use, and all that good stuff. And I decided, when I was messing around in my test world, that I want to make a big alteration to this. Of course, as the blacksmith approaches being done, you have to make a big change to it. And by the way, I have made like a list of buildings that I would like to build over time into the town, and it's massive. It's like 28 buildings right now, and that's like not even including housing and stuff. So we have a lot of work, but I mean this is just kind of an ongoing series thing, you know. So it'll happen over time. We're spending a lot of time on this first building. But anyways, we are going to start today. We are going to get some of the roof on, and we're going to add the expansion that I decided on adding. Because I felt like the roof didn't make a whole lot of sense, no matter how I did it. With the way that we did this interior roof, it didn't make a whole lot of sense. Either it didn't make a lot of sense, or it didn't look good, depending on different roof designs that I tried. So, let's go ahead and get started. And I think the first thing I want to do, before we even get to the roof part, is... You know what? I may actually have to go farm up. Oh, no, I've got some granite here. Okay, let me just grab all of this granite. I may actually still have to go farm some. We'll see. But first and foremost, let's make ourselves a bit of granite cobblestone. And then these planks, I want to go ahead and take some of these, like 5 of them for now. Oh, I don't have my saw on me. Let me grab that real quick. But I decided even if it takes us a little bit longer on the blacksmith, it's not really going to be that long. Because what I'm going to be adding isn't like a huge ordeal to do. But even if it takes us a little bit longer, that'll be okay. Let's go ahead and set up the little porch area here. Because I'm tired of having to jump into the blacksmith. And what I'm thinking is we're going to have... It's just going to be a narrow porch, I think. So we're going to put down granite cobble there. Granite cobble right there. And we'll go ahead and just bring this out a little bit like that, I think. And then you could step off into the forge area. Yeah, I think that would be okay. And then if we did the stairs setting there. Yeah, I think I like this. And then just do granite cobble like that. And then I'm going to have to do some more granite cobblestone right there. And some right there. Do I want this here? No, let me actually trim that back. I think I like that more. So just a little single staircase there, and I've got some stone paths around here. Let me grab those so I can finish out the road. So that will actually connect. And then we're gonna have to do a fence that runs up beside the stairs there. We'll do that in a second. Not gonna do that right this second. Okay, so there we go. I hate the top of this building right now. But anyways, we've got that on. Now, the next thing I want to do is I want to put down... Let's see, if I did right there... I wish there was some stairs that you could actually see through. Or if we had like the chisel, we could do it. But that's okay. We're going to go ahead and just build us up a little granite cobblestone wall like that. Off to the side of this. And I don't know if I want it to be two. I feel like 1 wide is probably just right. I feel like 2 wide would be just a little bit too wide. Yeah, that's way too wide. Okay, we're going to trim this in a little bit. I mean, it's more convenient for actually walking up, but it doesn't feel right. So, we're just going to have it be 1 wide. And bring the stairs up like that. Okay, and because what I'm thinking is we're going to have a second layer. A second floor there, and it's going to be accessible from the outside through those stairs right there, and it's just going to be the blacksmith's like room where he lives, because we are going to have to take into account these people do need a place to live, and housing is on my list of things to do. But I feel like if the blacksmith had a house above the the shop, it would kind of make sense, you know. Okay, so let me go get some more granite cobblestone, because I'm going to have to bring that wall up. And I also need some more oak planks. Okay, so right up here, we will put this, we'll build this out a little bit. So we kind of have like a little landing area up here. Nothing major, just like he gets up here, and then he can step through the door. Actually, I might... just to make this look a little bit better visually, let's actually let's expand the landing out a little bit like this, so it kind of juts out a little bit, and then we'll have the door right in there. Maybe a yeah, I think that'll be good. And then let's go ahead and build out this wall, and we need to make sure that our windows stay open. Okay, and if we did it like that, I'm going to do a support beam that runs right there. And probably a support beam right here as well. Or maybe here and there. But the next thing I want to do is I want to make... man, getting low on granite. So the blacksmith will be a little bit more tall, but it'll be a little bit more impressive too, I think, to look at. Not all the stores are going to have the housing, you know, inside of them like that. But I think this one, it kind of makes sense. It'll be good. And then we'll do... see, we'll do stairs. And what I would really like for the roof is shingles, but I don't believe that they're craftable at the moment. I don't believe so. I couldn't find a recipe for them. So, yeah, we'll do like that. And then for the supports, and I did decide I am going to go with the oak beams a little bit within this build. I think it'll look all right. Tell you what, if we brought the oak up like that... and then the same thing on the other side. Let's do that. And then bring the oak over like so. And then maybe bring it together like... let's see, maybe bring it out like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and bring that piece in again. So it's more of like a support there. I think it'll look better this way. Yeah, so something like that. And then we can put the granite up there, so it's actually being, you know, it's actually being supported by something, and not just a granite wall. Even though we had the stairs there, kind of building off of the wall there, I think this will actually look a bit better once everything's done. I keep falling in this hole. I need to patch it up. Yeah, I think we'll go with that for right now, and it's going to make a little bit more sense because I'm actually going to use oak as some posts around the building. And I think it'll look good. And then from the window, this will be kind of like a, you know, almost like a little covered window, sort of, right there. So you can see outside, but you do see the posts. These other windows are a little bit more open to the outside. But this way we can have him have a room, and I think the roof is going to look a lot better with it. I think everything's going to look a lot better once it's done. It kind of looks kind of janky right now, but that's okay. And then this right here, we need to do this roof. This is going to be a lower section. So his room is really just going to be like this little span right here, and then this will already be roofed over. And so what I'm thinking is, now that we can actually get up here pretty easily, let's go ahead and do the roof that's going to come out here, and we're going to do it just pitched. And so let's do, yeah, maybe go with a pine right here. And then this roof is actually going to come out one more block. Or actually, two more blocks. It's going to come out 2 more blocks. It's going to stick out one from where the door's at. And this is actually, I think, going to look nice once it's all done. And then let's get back up here. Let's bring this one out. Oops. And the nice thing is the blacksmith will be able to, like, greet the day every day. And we can use his like, bed and everything as our temporary home until we get, you know, other structures done. And then let's go ahead and get ourselves just some slabs. Uh-oh, I think I dropped my saw. I do that all the time. I wish this had it so that if you're crafting with something, it goes back in your inventory. Because I am bad about it. I'm so used to it from like modded Minecraft, and I end up throwing like everything down. And then right here, we'll just bring this out. We'll bring it out to there. And then we have to do the underbelly of it from this front side. And then we'll have the first little segment of roof. Now, it doesn't really come out, you know, off to the sides, but I think it works for... it looks like it sticks out so much right now. We're about to fix that, I promise. Let's see, we are going to do... Let's grab our pine planks. Okay, so our oak, we'll go ahead and just build this down. Oops. Okay, slight change of heart. Let's actually do the pillars here. And let's do... Let me break this one off. We're going to have the roof come out one more block. And I think I have an idea that I like. So that way it kind of frames in the door a little bit more. And then we'll bring out that. We'll bring out that. Go ahead and just break these off. Okay, and I'll deal with that in just a second. I'm going to have to go get some more granite, I do believe, for what I want to do. But we'll bring that out. So it's going to be a little bit longer, but it's actually going to cover that front porch section. Like the little entryway. And then let me... Well, I'll tell you what. Let me go get some more granite, and I'll be back here in just a second. I think it looks a little bit better at a distance right now. You know, I think I'm happy with that pine wood because it kind of contrasts against that that granite a little bit better, I think. But what I want to do is I want to put down granite cobblestone like that, just almost as like supports. It's kind of supporting the roof there. I don't want one in the middle. I just want the two on the side there, and we're actually going to use that in some other places as well. Okay, and then for the roof, we'll do something like... Do I want another piece there? I don't think so. I think it'll look neat without that. Okay, and then what we'll do is we'll put stairs there, and then we're going to do the pine planks right back in there. And then we'll have a slab. See, I wish I had a different block to do on the underside. But I don't think the granite cobblestone would look right down here. No. Because see, what I'd really like to do is have shingles on the roof and then wood on the bottom of it. For like the overhangs, but I don't have that. And stone just makes it look really heavy. So I think we're just going to have to go wood and wood. I mean, I could go with a different wood, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to leave it like that for right now. Anyways. So, okay. So what we're going to do next is we're going to come up here. And we're going to bring this up. And we'll go ahead and bring that right there. And then we're going to bring up this. It's starting to come together, I think. But I still have to run the fireplace that's going to run up through here. I still have to do that. Which is actually just going to come up about the height of this roof, I do believe. Oh yeah, I should probably bring this back, right? Let's see. I'm going to have to farm up some granite. So I'll tell you what, give me just a little bit, because I'm going to think on what I want to do on this side here. I'll tell you what, I think I've had a very good idea. I am going to, it's going to take a little bit more work. But instead of doing granite on this upper section, I think I'm going to do the wattle and daub, like... I have to go out and get the stuff for that. And I've got to look and see what I need for that. But I think I might do wattle and daub at the top and then have the top roof section up there. So it'll change from granite as more of like a foundation type blacksmith look to it to that wattle and daub at the top. And I feel like this is becoming the Sevtech blacksmith that was never finished. Because we just didn't end up using it all that much. So I just never finished it. And then what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to put carpet over the top of this acacia and this granite so that it doesn't stick out so much. Because I felt like if I went any higher, it would be off where I want the entryway to be. And it would also just be like mega high. I mean, this is a pretty good spot, I think, for a balcony. So I'm going to have to do something there. But I think carpet should work. But... I still wish this roof could stick out a little bit further, but I can't. I can't do it. Anyways, give me just a little bit. I'm gonna go farm up a bit of granite, And I'm going to see what we need for the... I'm going to go ahead and bring this wall up down through here. Like straight up, so we have the granite all even back here. And then we'll work on this little section, and we'll see what we need for our wattle and daub as well. So I'll be back here in just a bit. Okay, I've been working on gathering up some, granite and bringing the walls up. You can see it's actually quite a bit bigger than it was. It's all just basic stuff. We are going to do something right in here because it's just too many blocks of just straight granite. We're going to put something there. I just haven't decided exactly what. I'm also thinking about putting something around the base of it as well, because I don't want it to just be granite. But the thing is, a foundation doesn't really fit. Modern houses have foundations. Medieval Blacksmith didn't really have a foundation. At least, pictures I looked at and stuff, I don't think it's terribly realistic to have a foundation there. But I do want to put something there to kind of break it up. I may even just do like flowers around it, or, something to that effect. We'll see. But anyways, what I've done, I did make one small change to the deck. I actually brought the oak down and added stairs here to kind of shape it up a little bit more. And then if we head up here, I did add a door. No walls, but I added a door. And I added a bed. And then I brought our chimney up a little bit right there. And I mean, that's the main things I've been working on. Just little things like that. And then I farmed up a bunch of materials here. And I did farm up a little bit more glass, 5 pieces. It's so expensive right now to find those chalk stones. But once we upgrade our tools, it'll be a whole lot easier. Really, really will. But for now, we still need, 5 more pieces. If I do double layer, I've got to play around with it and see exactly how I want to do this window. Because I was thinking about dropping it. I was thinking about just doing a single line. I was thinking about this. I've considered just doing a 2x2. I don't know. The window is still very much in the works. But I do want to do, I think, the wattle and daub. Like the plaster for up here. Because I think it would kind of break away from the granite. I think it would look nice. And I think it would make more of like a homey type home. Because we are going to actually be living in here for a bit. And then eventually I want to put down carpet. It's expensive right now until we get a good flax farm down. Since most of my flax actually comes from drifters at the moment. But what we're going to do... I guess that should be our next objective, is we're going to have to go out and find chalk. And this stuff, I believe it just spawns above ground, usually. I'm not exactly for sure whereabouts. We're going to have the best luck finding it. I do need to drop over here and check on our flax really, really quick. And let's see, like south of us is like all desert, or north of us, I mean. North of us is all desert. Over here, we've got, of course, these like mountains. Oh, I actually got lucky. 4 flax plants, and I got 6 seeds back. I will take it. I guess I'm going to strike out in this direction, or I might actually go north. Is that snow up there? I think that's snow up there. I know south, there's a bit of snow as well. I don't know if I don't know where we would go about finding chalk. So I'll be back here in a bit if I find something interesting or I find chalk. Okay, it's been a little bit since I last cut. I ended up wrapping around our big mountain and kind of circled it and then came around through the desert and came back this way. So I didn't really find anything exciting. It's all places we've been before. But I was looking because I seem to remember finding chalk once, but maybe not. Because it would be around in here. Or possibly back where we originally spawned. I didn't check over there. But I looked on the Discord and it seems like chalk can be pretty rare. So I decided that I think what we're going to do, instead of spending a day or two looking for chalk, because I mean there's people on the Discord that have apparently been looking for chalk for a long time. So I don't know how common or rare it actually is in our world anyways. So I decided we're just going to do other things. And then if we happen upon chalk, yay, we can finish the blacksmith. But until then, we won't be able to build the second floor until I get that wattle and daub. Which is fine. I mean, the blacksmith will still be usable. It just won't have the little living quarters up there finished. I'll actually probably still move the chests up there and kind of sort some things up there. Have our bed up there. We just won't have walls up there. So anyways, when I came back, though, I did add a couple things. I built a couple gates And I put a little gate here that kind of opens up into our little wood cutting area. And then I put a gate here that leads into the side of the blacksmith. And then set this up, and then of course we'll have an area here for making charcoal. And we may get that done today. Oh, and I killed a bunch of wolves when I was out. Or a few wolves, not a bunch of wolves. But I killed a few. I made some more oil lamps. I made 2, put them right there, and I also did the ones there and there. But added some oil lamps here and some birch fences that kind of, I think, kind of bring this front together a bit more. And then on the sides, when I was out, I was gathering up red currant bushes, and I just put red currant bushes around here. And, oh, right here. So I ended up finding a bit more quartz. And I actually made up 5 pieces. Because I was thinking if I did the big, like, 8 window here, that's what I was going to need would be 5 pieces. However, I decided to just do a 2x2 here, and then I did a 2x2 here and a 2x2 here. And I'm actually pretty happy with the results. We still have just the one high. I mean, because I can't do a 2x2 right there. Unless I did a floor-to-ceiling window, which I don't think really fits the blacksmith. Oh, and I added the fence up here as well. So he's kind of got like a little balcony area. Oh, and I brought this chimney up as well. I brought the chimney up, and then I added slabs along the edge just to make the front of that chimney a little bit wider and a little bit more impressive, I think. And if we step inside, I'll show you what the windows... I'm actually really happy with the way the windows turned out on the inside. See, I did a couple things, just small things, but I think it really added to everything. But look at that. It's a lot more natural light coming in here. It's not quite as dark, but it's still... I still think it has that blacksmith feel to it. I need more aged slabs, or aged planks. Hopefully we'll find some next episode, because I think what I'm going to start doing, because we have so much to build in this series, I think we're going to do a build episode, and then an exploration or progression or, you know, something else. And then we'll do a build episode, and then something else, and then a build episode. And that way we kind of get a bit of building episodes in, but we also do other things too, because there's just so much in this game to do. So that's where we're at, and then I added the trapdoors, you know, along the edges here. And I think the sides look a bit better so far. Of course, we still have to do something up there. Whenever I add the wattle and daub, I'll figure out something to put up there. But for now, what I would like to do is I'd like to focus on getting the blacksmith kind of done this episode, and that way next episode, or next building episode, we can switch gears and, you know, do something else, work on something else for a change. And so what we're going to do, I did have one idea that I think is going to actually look a lot better. If we pop over here, let's pull up all this oak. I decided, like, look at that. I don't really like that. And I can't think of anything to do. If we had a chisel, I mean, there's some things that I could do. But I can't think of anything else to do right there. So I'm actually going to just pull all this up. And then we're going to do cobblestone stairs there. I'm actually going to pull this up. And cobblestone stairs there. Let's see, I've got a piece of granite cobble on me. And then we're going to do a piece of cobblestone right there. And then what I think I'm going to do around the edges and as supports, that I think is going to look a lot better than just using a block of oak, is let's take a bit of this. Let's cut it down. Let's cut this down. I haven't made fences in a while because we made so many birch fences back when we made them that I haven't had a whole lot of need to make fences for a while. Let's do that, and let's make ourselves a bunch of oak fences. That way it's not all birch, like I don't have birch fences all along here and, you know, on the sides of the blacksmith and stuff. And we're going to use the fences as supports instead. So if we bring these down, I mean, they're a lot more thin, and I think they just look a lot better, personally. Yeah. If we did it like that, I do kind of want to round that or something. I'll think about it. I might do something there. I don't know. It might look alright once the wall's actually up. But we'll see. I think that looks a bit better, though. And then what I'm thinking is we're going to bring up oak fences on these corner parts. See, it's just a little bit more detail, a little bit more depth to the building this way. that. And then over here, we'll bring some up. And then I'm thinking right in here, if we just did this, just to add a little bit more detail onto the side of it. Like so. And then I'm actually thinking about having stairs come out and actually make the wattle and daub come out a little bit. So it's actually going to set a block out from where the granite cobblestone is, so it actually gets a little bit wider at the top. And having stairs that come out and support it. And that way we kind of get like another level of depth along these walls, like something other than just the windows and then a bunch of granite. Kind of have it jut out a little bit. But I don't know, that I'm going to wait until the chalk that we need to make the second floor. And then I also want something on this wall. I may just stick like an oil lamp up here. But I would like something because I've got just this big chunk of just granite cobble. So I'm going to have to think about that. We'll see. But out here, we need to add the roof section that comes out. It's just going to be a flat roof. And it's going to come out and then kind of cover this little forge area. About to where the bloomeries are going to be sitting. And then we also need to, one thing we can do just really, really quickly is, let's see, this is, okay, that's perfect. Let's go ahead and just run a fence out to finish fencing in the blacksmith. Now grab some of this andesite cobble, and we'll just place, I'll have to make some oil lamps for this, that'll be fine. But if we do andesite cobble, let's see, right there and right there, to kind of break up the fence, and then we can put oil lamps, 3 oil lamps on those. And I've actually got the bowls for that. We'll go ahead and whip those up and place them there. And I think that'll be good. That looks so much better, just having the fence up. Okay, so let's figure out how we're going to do this roof section. And what I'm thinking is we're going to have it match this roof. It's going to be pine. Originally, I was thinking about doing some kind of cobblestone, but I think I'd rather have the pine. So for one, it all matches, and then also I think it looks a bit better and kind of contrasts against that granite. So let me pop upstairs. Let me sleep. I like this aged bed because it lets me sleep a bit longer, and it's like enough to get me, about today, which is kind of nice. Alright, so let's get ourselves some slabs. And we're just going to bring out this roof. And it's actually going to be one layer below where that roof is. And we're just going to bring it out. Oops. We're just going to bring it straight out. And kind of what I'm thinking is, it's actually going to be pretty big. We're going to have to do a few supports for this. But basically it's just going to run right along here. And out to, I guess it's going to run right out to that edge. So these forges actually will not be covered. But I think that'll be alright. Technically I could cover them. I could put like little support there and support there. No, I think I just want it right here. I don't know. It may change, as time goes on. That's called building. That's just how it goes whenever you're building. Everything changes. Oh, okay. I just realized, though, that if I put it just like that, instead of a layer up, my fences are going to sit funny. Or I'm going to have to bring it down. Oh, I can't put slab and slab. Yeah, I'm going to have to either bring it up by one, or do like that. I don't think that's so bad, though. And then if we had the fence come down like that. Yeah, I don't think that's too bad, actually. For some reason I was thinking that was going to look pretty bad, but I don't know, I actually kind of like it. Yeah, and if we do it like that. And then let me fill this in and let me put up some posts. And I'll bring you guys back whenever I get this all filled in. I think it's going to look pretty nice. Like, basically this episode we've added a lot of exterior detail that I think has just really made this place kind of pop a bit more and not be so just boxy looking. Okay, look at this. I'm pretty happy with it. By the way, because we're done with wood right now, I went ahead and chopped up all of the leftover oak and pine wood, And these aren't full stacks. These are only stacked halfway. But I went ahead and added some wood here just to make this area look a little bit like there's actually something going on in there. So just a little bit of wood to add to that. And I started another pile right there, but didn't have a whole lot. So anyways, this is where we're at right now. And even though it doesn't have a second floor on it yet, I want to get rid of that little floating island up there. It bugs me. But even though it doesn't have the second floor on it yet, I think it's looking pretty nice. I did move our basket over here with the charcoal. So, but check this out. I did the post, and I also made this roof kind of indented there. I mean, I think it looks a bit better when you're in there because it's less flat. And it actually goes up. If we go up here, you can see it actually goes up by 1 right there. So I may change this to like a granite stair. Actually, I may have one of those. I may do that real quick here in just a second. But I may change that to a granite stair. But anyways, I did add a little, almost like a little wall here. I thought about making it bigger, but I didn't really like the way it looked bigger. But I kind of like that little wall there. You know, just fences. I don't know. It just adds like another... Oh, I missed a spot. That's fine. I can fix that here in just a second. I missed some dirt, but I did change all of this over to granite gravel, just because it kind of looked funny with the grass right up against the gravel. I think it looks better as all gravel. And then I brought this table around, just very minor little things, but I think it adds to it. And that table, we can add additional molds. And I also sorted these out. So hammer, hoe, and prospecting pick, we don't use as much. Whereas sword, pickaxe, shovel, axe, we use a lot. And that's like the anvil over here to the side. I also pulled up that oil lamp that was like randomly sitting out here, and I stuck it on the wall over here. And honestly, it's all those like little changes like that that really make it stick out. And we've kind of got the contrast with the, you know, this pine wood and the oak wood and the birch fences and the granite. It's not so blocky and so granity from this side. However, on the flip side, it looks pretty bad. But hopefully that's going to be fixed once we add that second layer. I think it's really going to... The back side doesn't look so great when you're coming in from this direction. But the front side, it looks proper now. And then once we get the bloomeries out here as well, I think it's going to look great. I already think it looks pretty nice. I'm pretty happy with it. It took us a little while. But to be fair, I think the future buildings will be a little bit quicker. This building, of course, this was our first building and our first real building excursion into Vintage Story. So it was very much a learning process. And we also had to go out and gather different materials and see the different types of wood and set up a little mini tree farm type thing. But I think building will be a little bit quicker moving forward, I think. But we still have to find chalk so we can do that upper floor. And then I've still got to do the little fire pit out here. I'm not going to do that this episode. I'll do that once I figure out exactly what I want to do, because I'm not 100% sure if I want to do anything special, like put blocks around it, or just kind of have it, you know, maybe blocked off, how big I want to make it, because I got to make sure that there's space that you can walk out and step into here and walk over to here. Right here, I'm actually probably going to plant maybe a little thing of flowers, or I thought about doing a garden. So maybe like a little garden, like the blacksmith's little garden area. I don't know. There's a couple different things like that I thought about doing. But we'll see. Or I could use it as piles of peat or, you know, something like that that's blacksmith related. I'm not for sure yet. So this little side not done. This side I'm very happy with. I need to put molds out here. I need to cook up and make some more of those. Not a big deal. But for the most part, I think this looks so much better. And then we still have to put the chimney up at the top. I'm not going to put the chimney on there yet until I build out the roof here to figure out exactly how high up I need to go. And then we'll shape up the top of the chimney and put the actual chimney spot, like chimney block on the top. So, but yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I am pleasantly pleased with it so far. I think it looks a lot better. I really like this song. I don't hear this one come up very often, but I actually quite like it. Oh, I can't put it right there. I was thinking that was a full granite block, and I was going to stick a cow skull right there. I could put one right there. Maybe. I'll leave it there. I like it. So we may add some other stuff as time goes on, like little crates and things like that, to kind of add to, you know, make it look like it's stuff's going on a bit more. Of course, I got to find the crates to do that, because those are not craftable. And then just kind of other little clutter items. We'll add the bloomery, we'll add more molds, but I think for the most part it's pretty well done. So, yeah, let me know down in the comments what you guys think. I'm pretty happy with it. And I guess with that, I'm going to end out this episode because I know it's about wrapping up point. Next episode, I think we're going to do a bit more exploration. I do believe. And we might actually make a bow. I need to do that. I'll try to remember to make a bow next episode. And then between episodes, I might actually take our chests and sort them up there. And so we have some kind of a use for that and call this blacksmith our new home until we get, you know, the base built out. So next episode, we'll do a bit of exploring. The following episode, we are going to set up some farms. I would like to do maybe a berry farm and a crop farm. So we actually have some proper crops over here, so I don't have to... Hopefully after the next building episode, I won't have to run over there for anything. Everything will be centered around this blacksmith and the town, the actual, what's going to be the town area. Everything will be here. And I may actually build out some roads between episodes, because we could do a little bit more road work. But anyways, I think it looks really good at night. I might actually put another lamp on this side. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, as always, I like how I walk. I'm like serious about walking. I think it's because of the stone paths. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, as always, be sure and hit that like button and go ahead and subscribe if you're not already to stay updated with when new videos come out. And I hope to see you guys next time. And I actually need stairs going up to the bedroom, but that'll be fine. Anyways, hope to see you guys next time. Take care, and I'll see you guys then.